When we started the foundation, our most important goal was to do something for Homewood schools that the Homewood schools couldn't do for themselves. They had everything in place. This has always been a top system, still is, probably always will be. They had excellent teachers, they had outstanding administration, top facilities. The schools were old on the outside, but wonderful on the inside. So what are the things they could not do for themselves? And one of those things was those little, kind of, I've called it icing on the cake type things, programs in classrooms, incentives for teachers to go beyond just their graduate degree and get that national board certification. Those were the kinds of things that stimulated that early foundation board to really pull together in the first place and begin the prospect of raising additional funds for the system.
The idea for the math camp, Rise and Run, came from the slope formula because that's an important concept that the kids learn in 7th grade. As I observed kids in the math classes at the first of the year, I saw kids struggling over the vocabulary and how to take notes, how to study. I just felt that there was a big need for this camp. And as I met with the 7th grade teachers, the math teachers said, yes, that would be a great idea because kids need the foundation and they also need the pre-teaching. This camp is important for Homewood to continue this tradition because it reaches out to not only special ed students, but any kids that are struggling and need that extra boost to help them start school. So I feel like it's a very important program, and I'm just so grateful to the foundation for providing the opportunity. It shows that they care about all the students.
The PSAT prep class is a preparation course for students who have scored in the 85th percentile or above in their sophomore year. They take the PSAT prep class leading up to the PSAT in the fall of their junior year. And the hope is that with the instruction, they increase their score and could potentially become a national merit semifinalist. We've had anywhere from 20 to 25 in the class each year. Over half of the students that take the course every year, over half has increased their score by 10 points or more. The value I think it adds to Homewood is it's another indication of the school system investing in their students and going outside of just what happens Monday through Friday in each of the classrooms. Without the help of the foundation, I do not think this class would exist, or at least we wouldn't have the participation that we have had in the past because of the cost. One of the biggest things it says to the students is that we believe in them and we're going to give them the very best opportunity that they have for them to reach their unique potential.
Robotics is STEM education at its finest. It has a component for all students, but all the different pieces come together and they all use the engineering process. And we're finding out that's what our kids really need to have today.
We participate in the best robotics competition. Students have to build a robot that does a task in the competition. They also build an 8-foot by 8-foot booth that sort of exhibits all the engineering process that they went through. They create a marketing campaign. They create oral presentations. They create an engineering notebook that really details their entire engineering process.
We need problem solvers in our society. All of it involves that critical thinking, and that's what we're trying to get our students to do.
The competition, one of my favorite things, is that our students are middle schoolers and they're competing against high schoolers. And our kids are competitive. In the 3 years I've been here, they've placed in the top 3 teams. At the competition this year, we knew that we were going to be first place after the final round, and these are some of my favorite pictures from all the years. We're huddled in they were all arm in arm, huddled around the playing field, down on the field. They were making me nervous. I was like, guys, come on, back up. But, they were just waiting to hear that they were first place. And when they did, they just erupted, rushed the field. We had no control over them at that point. They were just in the robotic world.
Several years ago, the lead teachers, we were looking into ways that we could expose our students to engineering practices and things that would really get them thinking about design and trying to incorporate that into our curriculum. So we realized that our middle school was really involved in the robotics club, and we were thinking about ways we could connect that. The Lego robotics program that we use allows students to build and create a robot with Legos and then program the robot using a computer. Critical thinking is a vital part of what we teach, and again, the Lego kits lend themselves really well to that. I see the support of our community and our board and our foundation just everywhere in our school system. Just to let you guys know how much it really does mean to me that our foundation funded this project for us. Even when I tell the kids, when I'm introducing them to the kids each year, I tell them that there are school systems all around our state and our country that don't have these kinds of opportunities, and we do in Homewood, and it's because of our school board and our foundation and our parents that are investing in us.